Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel. I'm in the typewriting for the Airbus A330 and as such I'm naturally interested into the Aerosoft A330 and what is going on. So a while ago I made a video already about Matthias Koch, the Aerosoft project manager, leaving Aerosoft, and there has been a lot of things going on ever since, and the most important one is basically what you see on screen right now. And that's a post from the 12th of July from Tom of Aerosoft saying, "Dear Aerosoft community, we at Aerosoft are aware of our responsibility towards our customers and employees. The A330, our major project, was and is the focus of our activities. Therefore, we have seamlessly staffed the project with the new head and team members. On the 21st of July 2023, we will go live with a brand new landing page for the project at a330.aerosoft.com, which will contain exciting information, media and development update about the A330 project. You may be interested. Your Aerosoft team." Alright, so let's have a look at this brand new website, and this is where it all starts. So, welcome to the Aerosoft A330 website. Now, over here we basically have like a repetition of the statement. And now I just want to go ahead and check out a little bit of the stuff that we can see on here. We might want to start with the screenshots because those will give us a little bit of information, especially on the cockpit, since we have seen some cockpit screenshots, but not all that many. So how about we have a look into a couple of them? So starting over here, basically good looking Airbus, but not all that much we can take off it. However, let's get a little bit closer up. Let's see if there is anything we can find some information on. And this is one, for example, where we can see that they took all those screenshots without actually having any information in the computers. And looking on over here, it looks like, well, you can't really tell what the computer is doing. I hope to get some information from that, just to get a better idea of the project status. Anyway, lots of impressive looking images, that's totally out of question. Look at that one, for example. The looks of this project are certainly great. Now all we have to do is to find out about the systems of the project, because that's always been a little bit of a point. Now, we do know that Aerosoft has always designed their Airbuses based upon the pilot's job flying them and not upon system simulations. So that's a big difference, for example, between PMDG and Aerosoft. PMDG actually does the airplane systems and the rest. Aerosoft focuses on what pilots really use. Now that can be a very good approach, it certainly has been in the past, now it just has to be for the present and the future. So for that reason, let's have a look into what else there is of exciting information. So, we've got a development status quo update, which dates back to the 21st, and this says the Aerosoft A330 platform project is truly expensive. Do note they start talking about a platform project here, but more about that later. Although we already have a good A330 product for prepared, we have repositioned for the MSFF variant. For example, the 3D model was designed from scratch for the Asobo 3D engine, and various systems were not simply taken over, but fundamentally changed to provide a stable and smooth experience. Right now, we're in the process of finalizing the feature set of the A330 platform product release. A quick look into the project technology. There are now some technical restructuring taking place. This means that server structures are being changed, workflows are being optimized, and when possible, processes are being automated to adapt to the long-term development of the A330 platform. I'm quickly going to interrupt that over here. So what do I think about this? Well, Aerosoft has over the past constantly started redeveloping some stuff in their Airbus series. All the way from back when I worked on it in 2013, 14, 15, things were constantly redeveloped. So, for example, you might not have sufficient capabilities with the FMS in the way it is currently programmed, so they would redo it from scratch. And that's basically how the Aerosoft Airbus series worked in the past. Now that led to a couple of good technologies flowing into it, but it also meant quite an extension in how long it took to develop the things. However, if the end result is good, then that is totally fine with me, the A2A Comanche just being a very recent example of what a good development time can actually lead into. So let's go ahead with the current status. At the moment, the aircraft is at a stage where almost all the planned systems are working and you can get the aircraft from A to B safely. There are a lot of things that are really fun. The 3D model looks great, the EFB is a highlight, and many systems are very extensively coded. However, there are also some cases that pop up during flight testing that are not yet handled correctly by the aircraft systems. This is because critical systems such as the flight management system and autopilot had to be coded from scratch. Here are a few examples where things are not yet running smoothly. Now this is surprising. We don't see developers telling us too often what is not yet running, but Aerosoft has done that in the past, so it's not all that much of a new information either. Let's go on with it. The lateral tracking of the ILS approach is not precise enough under certain circumstances and lets the aircraft touch down next to the runway. Well, that's something that we've seen in quite some MSFS aircraft, haven't we? Just think of the Embraer, for example, which can't really track an ILS either. With certain waypoint types, the autopilot does not intercept the following track correctly, but oscillates around the track. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. That is really... I've seen that a lot of times in development for all different kind of add-ons. After importing a flight plan in the MCDU, a performance loss is noticeable. Entering the same route manually, however, does not cause any problems. Well, okay, that's something that I haven't heard before, but in any case, that is surely something that the developers will be able to circumvent somehow. Furthermore, we are still working on the soundscape and the usability of the cockpit. At the same time, we are already working on the documentation. After all, there should be enough learning material available from day one to give everyone an understanding of this complex aircraft. Okay, so information over here, basically work in progress, redoing a lot of stuff. Now that can take a lot of time as well, of course, and I guess it's no surprise that we're 3 years into the life cycle of MSFS and the airplane still isn't out. But then again, if that gets wrapped up properly, that's something to look forward to. Okay then, there's also frequently asked questions sections down here, so let's have a look into that. What will be the final feature set? At the moment, we're still in process of finalizing the set, and we will provide continuous update on this page. When will the first A330 product be released? At the moment, we can't announce a release date yet. What will it cost? Since pricing depends on the planned feature set, which has not yet been finalized, we are unable to provide more precise information at this time. Is LNAV VNAV implemented? Yes, our flight management system, which was built from the ground up, takes into account lateral and vertical guidance, including the associated autopilot modes. Will the A330 be supported in FS24? Yes, without additional cost. Can I use the aircraft on VATSIM, IVAO, Pilot Edge, etc.? You definitely can. However, you should familiarize yourself with the handling of the aircraft beforehand. Under certain circumstances, you will have to fly maneuvers that are usually facilitated by additional systems which will not be available from day one. Now, this is concerning. Which kind of maneuvers would you have that you fly normally which are not supported from release on? Now, this can only mean stuff like non-precision approaches and stuff like that. However, releasing an Airbus that is not able to fly non-precision approaches, I don't know what that is turning to. Probably going into the direction of pre-release stuff and early access releases, because I really wouldn't be aware of too many complicated maneuvers in Airbus aircraft that you would have on a day-to-day basis that otherwise would come into question over here. So that is mildly concerning to me, honestly. But we'll see. SimBrief integration? Yes. GSX? Yes. Independent MCDUs? Yes. When will we know more news? New dev status quo and dev snapshots will be posted regularly. Check the site regularly to not miss any updates. And that is basically all there is on the new Aerosoft A330 website. So, well, I honestly have to say I expected more, especially seeing this little post of Tom over here, that they want to post exciting information, media and development updates. Honestly, there isn't too much about that. Basically, they just repeat what we knew beforehand. Looking at the screenshots, we can't unfortunately derive too much information from them. So basically, we've got the new website, but there is not really that much new information on there, is there? At least that is my opinion of it. But what that means for the Airbus release, I have no idea. But it's probably not too close. In any case, this is going to be it for this video. Do let me know how you interpret it, and please do have a look into the website yourself. I'm going to link it in the video description below, and with that, I'm looking forward to your input. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you found this one interesting. I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed, but maybe I'm just reading things in the wrong way over here. In any case, I'm looking forward to see what you are going to say about it. Thank you for watching. I see you all again on the next one. In the meantime, safe flights, enjoy flying whatever aircraft you are currently looking at, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.